Welcome back friends. So now in this video we are going to work with our login page, and you can see here on the screen I have divided our screen in two parts. And in the first part we are working with our code editor. We will write the code using of our code editor, and in the other hand you can see our screen of login using of the browser. And now we are going to write code for our login page. So here you can see our index.php file, which is also the master page and which is also the login page. So here you can see the form, the starting tag of the form and the closing tag of the form, and you can see here the attribute which name is action. So I am going to remove this into the action, and I am going to use the post method for our form. And you can see here the inputs. Okay, inputs, the first input is belongs to the email field. You can see here the email, and second input is belong to the password field. You can see the password field here, and third is for the button. So here I am going to give the attribute, name attribute I am going to give here, and the name of our email field is txt_email. And for the password field, and I am going to give name attribute, and here also I am going to give txt_password. Okay, so we will using this name attribute in our PHP code, and the same thing we can do with our button. So let's copy this attribute, name attribute. You can see here this is the input type, input for the email, and this is the input code for the password. Now let's go on the button code, and just after this password field here we have our button code. So you can see here button type is submit, and here you can see the class we are using here and the text or caption you can see. So I can change this from sign in to login, and here I can give the attribute name, and you can see here the name attribute for the button. So I can give here the name attribute for the button btn_login. okay, and one thing more I can change here, you can see the link for the password, forget password. So copy and cut from here, and I'm going to paste it here. So save, and let's refresh our page, continue. Perfect, you can see here. Okay, so our form coding is completed now, and now we can write code for the PHP from here. Okay, so here I need to write PHP, and here first of all I need here to include our database file. So I'm going to use include once, and here I am going to write connect db.php. Now let's save and see it is working or not. Refresh our page. Oh, we are getting error. So what error we are getting here? Let's maximize our browser. So the warning is include once connect db.php failed to open a stream, no such file or directory in this location. So our index.php file are unable to find connectdb.php file. Okay, why? You can see here our connectdb.php file is inside the UI folder. So if our index.php file is searching connectdb.php file just outside the UI folder, so we need to give the exact path for index.php file for connectdb.php file. So here I need to give UI, then forward slash. Now index.php file first goes to the UI folder, and inside the UI folder it will get connectdb.php file. Now let's save and refresh our page. Perfect, you can see here connection successful. So our database connection is successful with our login page. And now let's go and connect db.php file, and we can comment out this line. save connect db.php file, and let's back on index.php. And now here I need to start session variable, so I'm going to use this session start, and let's terminate this. After this I need if method. If inside the if I will use the set method. Inside the set I will write $_ p post, okay, and inside the post I will give the button name attribute btn_login. Okay, so let's open the brace and close brace. Okay, and now you can see here if we are using a set method and $_post, it means when we click the login button it will set the value in our variable. So here we need variable, so I'm going to create user email, and inside the user email I will get out the value using of post method. Okay, so inside the post method I will pass txt_email. Okay, so in this variable I am getting value from this text field, okay, using of this name attribute. And after this I need the password value, so I am going to create here a new variable, so $password, and the same line I need to write here $_post, and inside I can write the name attribute of password field, which was txt_password. Let's terminate this line, and now let's echo our $user email, and now let's concatenate some space in between user email and password, and here I can pass the password variable, and let's terminate this and save our file and see the output. First let's refresh. Okay, and here already I have filled some values, so let's fill again. So I'm going to give here faizan@gmail.com, and password I'm going to give here 123. Okay, and let's click on login. Perfect, you can see here the email faizan@gmail.com and then the password. So our code is working perfect. Let me explain you what I have done here. Simply in the first step I just given the name attribute of the input types, in which input types are for our email field and for our password field and for our button. You can see here simply this attribute name and this attribute for the password field, and the same thing I have given for the button. Okay, and this attribute I use in my PHP code. First of all, what I have done here, you can see, first of all I just add the database connection file. I just connect from the database, and I have start the session here. Okay, and when we work with the database in further video, then it will help, then it will required for us. Okay, so now you can see here if I just use if and set method, and I use $_post, and I just use button attribute name btn_login. It means when we click button using of post method, we can get out the values of this field and the password field in this variable, and I just echo the values of that variable. Okay, now in the next videos we will work with the database, and we have get out these values in this variable, and we will get out the values in another variable from the database, and that database variable and text field variables values we will compare. If the values will match, then we will get the successful login. Otherwise we will get the error. Any error we can get, like a wrong password, wrong email, or anything else. So I hope you got this what I have done here. If you have any doubt, you can ask me the question. So see you in next video.